Marvelous morning, students. Today we will be doing revision of chapter 2 of your reader and chapter 1 of your grammar book. First, we will starting with the chapter 2 of your reader, naming Uncle Podger Hangs a Picture. So, this story is based on the theme of the male chauvinism in a humorous way. So it shows how the head of the family, the male, underestimate the woman of the family even though he is not very efficient himself. It is only with the help of his family members that he is able to complete the task. However, he take all the credit alone. Women to him are the ones who make a fuss, but actually it is he who keeps fussing and messes up a little thing like that. So in this there are characters naming Uncle Podger, Aunt Podger, the girl, the boy, Tom, Jim, Will, the narrator, and the carwoman. So it has been settled in the dining room of the Podger's house. So, if we talk about the introduction, it is based on the tale of the Uncle Podger hangs a picture, is which is all about Uncle Podger want to hang a picture on the wall. He is overconfident as he believes that only he can complete the job. However, to hang the picture, he actually engaged the entire family, like further describing the problem that how it exactly gone worse, that Uncle Podger assigned some work to all the family members. He dropped the picture while hanging it, and the glass breaks. The shattered fragment of the glass hurts him. Further, the problem goes worsen, that Uncle Podger searches for a handkerchief but is unable to find one, as it is in his coat's pocket. He make the family member hunt for his coat and shout at them, but ultimately find that he has been sitting on it. So moving forward, that after changing that that the frame had all been broken down, the glass had been bricked. So after changing the frame, Uncle Podger loses the nail, which the family members are asked to find. Next, he loses the hammer. When the hammer is found, he loses the mark on the wall. Eventually, he slips and fall down. And in the end, finally, by the midnight, the picture is put up, crooked, and insecure. Uncle Podger boasts that some people would call in a helper to finish a menial job like that. So you can frame the summary and theme like how the Uncle Podger keep creating a mess and he's being a very fussy man. He confuses everyone in the family and order them round, but think that he is the only one who is doing the job of hanging the picture on the wall. So by this is all the summary and the theme which I have discussed about the story Uncle Podger hangs a picture. You have to do the difficult words which are written there in the chapter, highlighted in a pink. You can see. So you have to do it. It's easy enough. We have discussed before also. So you have to learn the difficult words. Further, moving on, we have this A exercise of let's recall and answer. Here you have to arrange it in order. So do it nicely. But the main point of what exactly, if we talk about the exam point of view for the revision, B and C part are very much important, and we have the multiple choice questions as well. So prepare the B part, answer these questions, and C part refers to the context, and they both are going to be very much important for your exam point of view if we talk about. So I hope you have answers with you, so learn it, understand it, and do it very carefully. Okay, so there are five questions of the reference to the context, so you have to do it. Further, if we start with the sentence chapter of your grammar part, in which we have done it before, but let's have a quick revision again. So here we will be discussing about the sentence. What exactly the sentence is? The combination of words which give a complete meaning. So here we will be discussing the kinds of sentence. First is we'll talk about the declarative sentence that states the facts. Like it is going to rain today, you should go to the library sometime. So it starts with a capital letter and end with a full stop. And moving forward, like we can see in this point only, that declarative sentences are of two kinds, affirmative and negative. Affirmative are mostly in the positive form, and a negative not is added. Like you see, Madhuri sings well. Madhuri doesn't sing well. So negatives, when we have to convert a affirmative or a declarative sentence or affirmative sentence into a negative form, so you have to write not, no, none, never, etc. Right? Further, we'll talk about the interrogative sentences. In these sentences, questions are being asked in the sentence. And it can be like, for example, did you brush your teeth? Where did you keep the cake? You can see with the punctuation mark, question mark is there. So you can easily identify this is an interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence are of four types. First is yes no question that are answered. The question that has been framed is can be answered with a yes or a no response. Did you do your homework? Are you ready to go to the school? So these are the yes no question type. Question have been framed. Then next is the WH question. In this, the sentence begin with WH words: who, why, when, where, which, how. And the answer to the WH question can be in a simple response or an elaborate explanation. Like we have in your answer these questions, we have these kind of questions has been framed in this type too. Okay. Then we talk about tag questions. So tag questions are questions that are framed by adding an interrogative tag at the end of the declarative or an imperative statement. So it has been divided into two parts. In the first part, there is a declarative statement or an imperative statement, comma, with a tag question. So if your declarative statement or an imperative statement, whatever the first part of the statement is, it if it is in a negative form, then the question tag will be in a positive. But if the first part of this statement is in positive way, then the question tag will be in a negative. You can see that Mrs. Lal is your class teacher. So it is in a positive declarative statement. So question tag will be isn't she? Because we by doing this we don't change the meaning. Because if we add both no no on a both positive way, so it just changes the meaning of the sentence. So that's why the first part of the sentence is written is positive, so the question tag will be negative. You can see the other part as well. If we talk about Maya doesn't speak French fluently, comma, does she? So doesn't, see, you can see that it's a negative, in negative way it has been written in the first part of the sentence is in a negative declarative sentence statement. So the question tag is in a positive form. Moving forward, we talk about the choice questions. The choice question are the questions that provide a choice. The answer to the choice question is in the question itself. So here the question interrogative sentence is in a choice form. Would you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? Do you like the black dress or blue one? Because the answer is hidden. There is a two choice has been asked in the interrogative statement. Okay. Further, we'll talk about the imperative sentence. So, imperative sentence that express the command, request, or a piece of advice. Stop fighting. It is a command. Please keep your eyes open. It is a request. Always speak the truth. It is an advice. So, you can see the note is written in most imperative sentence, the subject you is implied, it is not mentioned. So whenever further when we talk about the exercise part, if they ask subject in it, so in imperative subject you is implied, subject is not them, subject is not mentioned. But if we talk, if you have to, if the question is about telling the subject in the sentence, then you have to imply to you in it, you. Okay. Further, we'll talk about the exclamatory sentence. So, exclamatory sentence express sudden emotion and feeling. For example, what a pleasant weather it is. This is fabulous! Exclamation mark. So here exclamatory mark is being used as the punctuation mark in the exclamatory sentence. In a note part is written, the short command also end with the exclamation mark as to express both order and a strong emotion. Like a short command can also be written in a exclamatory form by like stop it, halt. Okay, so these are the four types of sentences with detailed explanation of the interrogative sentence and declarative sentence as well. So now we'll talk about the first A exercise. So here you have to identify that is it a declarative statement, is it an interrogative statement, imperative or exclamatory sentence. So such type of question can be asked in an MCQ way also in your exam. So have a look of it. Right. It's a very easy. You can easily judge with the punctuation mark as well and the way it is being written. Right. In the next B part, you have the complete this question with appropriate tag question. Like I told you, the pet rule, if the first part of the statement is in positive, then the question tag will be in a negative. But if the first part of the statement is in negative, then the question tag will be in a positive. Like we can see, will, you will be coming to the party. So now the question tag for the will be won't, because will not be it, you can't write will as will not, so you will be writing won't. So as question tag plus subject, so sorry, uh, verb plus subject, you will be coming to the party, won't you? Right. If we talk about the next part, Priya likes to draw pictures. So here we can't see a helping verb being attached with the subject. So we have to see, is the sentence is in a present form or a past, is it in a past form. And I told you the usage of do, does, did. So here, like Priya likes to draw pictures, so it is in a present tense. So we will, and Priya is the noun is being used. So in the noun we use does. So already it is in a positive form. So in a question tag will be doesn't she? Priya likes to draw pictures, doesn't she? Please remember the rules of do, does, did, which we have done n number of time in classes, right? Moving further, you can solve the B exercise as well. C exercise is that you have to identify these interrogative sentences by marking are they why, yes, no question, tag question, choice question, or WH question. If you are aware of the basic kinds of interrogative statements, so definitely you can easily solve the C exercise and you can revise it. So be very clear. These kind of questions can be asked in the multiple choice questions as well, right? Moving forward with the transformation of the sentence. So in the transformation of the sentence, you have to change the kind of a sentence. If the sentence is in declarative form, so you have to change it into a interrogative form. Like you can see in the first example, he came to meet me. So here we are not having the uh, helping verb, so we're using did. So it is in a past tense. So did he come to meet me? She is coming to meet me. You have to change to interrogative again. Is she coming to meet me? Question mark. Be very careful when you are converting the sentences into other form of sentence. So be very clear with the punctuation mark. If you are not writing the punctuation mark, then the answer is totally wrong. Okay. Same way, if we see the third part example, she sings well. So you have to change it into again into a interrogative form. Does she sings well? So she, as I told you, you use does. It is in a present form. Okay. Moving forward, if we talk about the D part, change the sentences as instructed. So, for example, if we look about the okay, seventh, do cheetah run fast? So here you have to convert it into exclamatory. It is an interrogative statement. So exclamatory, you know, you're going to express the strong feeling. So while expressing the strong feeling, you're going to use how. As you can see here, how kind of you to help me. Exclamatory mark. Okay. So it was kind of you to help me. You turned into declarative. So while when you're converting a sentence into an exclamatory form, so how is the basic uh, word you can use in exclamatory form of the sentence? So yeah, how fast cheetahs run. How fast cheetahs run! Exclamatory mark. We have done this exercise and it's very important to do D part. All the A, B, C, D part is very important. Do it very carefully, especially if there is a usage of do, does, did. If there is no helping verb being used in the sentence, so you should be very careful. You're going to use do, does, or did. Uh, okay, let's solve another part. Okay, we'll take yeah, the simple one will take this fourth part. They are in the swimming pool. You have to change into an interrogative form. So you can see there is a verb is being mentioned. So are they in the swimming pool? Subject plus verb is there in the declarative form. So when you are going to convert into interrogative form, you are going to start the sentence with the verb. Are they in the swimming pool? Question mark. Mind my words, punctuation mark, question mark, full stop, exclamatory mark is very, very important. So be very careful, right? I hope we have completed the revision and you got it very well. Do well in your exams, score well and study well. Any confusion, you can ping me personally. Okay? Thank you.